Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Ferrall and the Prophet Podcast. We've got a ton of sports to cover, but more importantly, we need to talk about Scott's toe.
so, uh, so,
I'm gonna puke.
so I have I constantly wear slides after I work
Yeah.
out. Because
Hmm.
I wear them in the shower, like at the gym,
Sure.
and then I just wear them right to the car, and then I wear them home, and then I just wear flip flops all day. I don't wear pants. I wear shorts in
Yeah.
the winter. In the snowstorm, I walk down the street with shorts on. If it's 30 below, I got shorts on. I don't wear pants. When my wife makes me go to dinner, she has to promise me blowjobs and fuck like sessions to get me to wear pants. Like,
Yeah, I
I
get it.
just so I go to Pittsburgh to go to games, and my buddy goes, "We're gonna go to the fancy restaurant." I go, "I'm not fucking wearing pants. I'm not fucking going to the fancy fucking restaurant anymore with your goddamn pants." So I'm wearing these slides, and I come cruising around the corner in the kitchen. Everything's normal. I'm going to the sink.
Yeah.
I gotta,
Yeah.
I'm, going to the sink. I gotta wash my hands. I gotta soap them and wash them. I had gone to the bathroom. I'm walking around the corner. I
Yeah.
come in. I come in a little hot. And
A little
listen to
hot.
this. Now, I have in Hell's Kitchen. I have I have an. You've been there. I have an old house, an old
Yeah.
brownstone. It's old. Like there's, it's relic shit. And my kitchen is like 1975 tops. And I go, I was coming in hot, and I literally stepped forward, and my toenail, it went under the wooden sink, and it literally fucking, it was like getting tortured in Vietnam. My foot went all the way through the wood, and my toenail came off my foot. It fucking snapped. It came off and snapped back like this, and then it went like this. Whap! It went back into place, and I went, holy fucking shit! It hurt so fucking. I felt like someone drove a nail into my toenail. It fucking went whap, whap, like 100 mile an hour. And I mean to tell you, my eyes were watering. I went like this. I was at the sink, and I went, oh, God damn. And I was in tears. It hurt so bad. So I just sat there, and I was like,
Uh, uh,
and I looked down, and my toe was bleeding. It was so bloody. So today, this happened yesterday. And
it's fucking disgusting.
so today it is black and blue. It's so fucking gone.
Is the nail stuck on there or did it
It
flip
came
off?
all the way off and went back into place. So
It's a
now it's
clapper.
like loose and
A clapper.
purple. And I mean, he's
Yeah.
black.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I got a little news for you. That's not going to stick back on. That's not how the human body works. Hey, if I leave it here, this will grow.
so
No.
so today it's black and
That's
blue.
so
So what do I
disgusting.
do? I go to play
You're an idiot.
basketball.
Yeah,
And
why not?
I'm playing. Everything's fine. I'm scoring at will. I'm playing. I played like 5 games. Everything's fine. I don't even feel it. Now, you have to understand, I have a corn on the side of my right pinky toe that is.
This is getting worse. I'm going to throw the fuck
Listen,
up.
so this basketball corn is literally the gift that keeps on giving. It will not ever go away. So when I peel it off, when I dig it out like a nail out of my it
Oh,
regrows always. It just keeps coming back.
you
It's like a weed. And so I have now I have listen, the right pinky toe scrapes against any shoe. It doesn't matter what shoe I wear. Slides, basketball shoes, any shoe. It's like
yeah,
fuck. Now I have so
yeah.
today I stopped playing ball and I was sitting around. I was just sitting around for the last couple hours watching TV and shit. And I got up to like go get some goldfish and a drink or whatever. And I was like, God damn, my fucking toe. My toe, I can't even walk. My toe hurts so bad. So I pulled it off. It's covered in blood. It's black and blue. And I said to my wife, I told her what I did, and she was like, oh, she goes, I can't even talk about it. So honestly, like right now, and then
That is
between the
agony,
toe
bro.
and the corn on the right pinky toe, my right foot is so fucking mangled. I can't even tell. It hurts so bad that like it doesn't even hurt. It hurts so fucking bad it doesn't even hurt.
Yeah.
Like I'm so used to pain now, Mick, that I had to tell you
the threshold. Threshold. All right, we're gonna have a little contest. The flapper. I'm going to have a little contest, and this is for any one of the Ferrall fans out there. If anyone, you want to reach out through the app and message me, if anyone wants to have a quick nibble of corn on the cob, and Ferrall's foot is the cob, I will give you $1,000. Right there, we'll film it, and I will give you $1,000 to nibble corn off that man's foot.
One other thing. Because there was rumors that Curt Cignetti would go to Penn State. We were talking about this on the F&P podcast the other day. Because it was going to be Rule or Cignetti were going to get that job. Today, Indiana gave him a deal worth $11.6 million a year for 8 years. They signed him to a new-year deal. He will never leave Bloomington. He guaranteed it in this deal. He's going to retire as the Indiana football coach. He's 17-2 as the Indiana football coach. Yeah. The win over Oregon, the first top 5 win for Indiana against the top 5 since 1967, the year they went to the Rose Bowl and lost, I might add. Remember, I went to school there. I never went to one football game in 5 years. And I went to every single basketball game, and they won the national championship in '87, my last year, covering Bob Knight and the Hoosiers. Yeah. But this is the best Indiana football program and team last year and this year that I've ever seen. It's unbelievable. If anyone deserved that money, it was this guy. He takes guys that aren't even 4-star, let alone 5-star, and he turns them into winners, and he's a great football coach.
Yeah. Let me give you something real quick here, Scott, because when Franklin got fired, I guarantee you, because this is how it works in sports, bro. I guarantee you, 90 seconds later, Snetty's agent called him and said, "You're rich. You're richer, because I'm about to put out a little rumor from the friendly reporter that, Penn State's going to come a knocking." And look, he just got a lifer deal. Scott, the amount of money, we've talked about this, that these coaches are making, it's NFL money, dude. It's NFL head coach money. It's insane.
He just went from $8.3 million to $11.6 million overnight.
Nice raise with an extension.
It is the greatest pay raise, I believe, mid-season of any coach ever. Like, it literally, they knew he was going to leave.
Well, someone got fired, Scott. That's it. Someone got fired. The glue gun went out. We got to stick our coach and bring him back in. And he got an extension. He made what? Another $3.3 million a year. And by the way, cost of living in Indiana, not very high.
Let me tell you something. I'm driving down to Bloomington with my son. And I think I've told you this story before. We're going to the Indiana, North Carolina basketball game when North Carolina was number 1, and he was considering transferring to Indiana because his freshman year in San Diego, he was kind of
chicks are so hot.
And we're driving down there, and he goes, "What the fuck, man? All this place is farms. What the fuck do you do here for fun?" And it took him once he got to Bloomington, though, he saw Bloomington is a great town, a great small town.
Okay. It's not San Diego chicks.
John Mellencamp, I was born in a small town, Leonardville, Jesus.
Just heard him in concert, by the
way. So here's the deal. Bloomington itself is a great little town. It's got all the bars, all the restaurants, all the shops, all the malls, all the movie theaters. It's got everything. Sure. It literally has everything. Hotels out the ass for the school. It's a jumping Big Ten city. And if you go 5 minutes, literally 5 minutes outside of Bloomington, you're in the middle of a fucking farm.
Yeah. Hey, Scott, I want to share one thing with you because you were bringing up your foot. You know this person, and I will not name her. I'll tell you afterwards on camera. You're going to know it right away anyway. Super, super hot blonde, big cans, great ass, workout freak at Lifetime. And I've always said, man, she's just so hot. So we're out at the pool. It's like, yeah, I don't know, a couple summers ago. And she comes out, takes off the fancy rich chick blouse top for the pool because everyone has to have one of those. Bikini, like you can't believe. Lays down on the chair right next to me. I'm laying there doing a little bit of flexing, and I'm trying. I got a little bit of a chub, so I'm trying to do a grower. And I look down at her foot. There's a bunion sticking this far out. You know my gag release, Frex. You make fun of it. I'm looking at her. The growth.
What could be worse
than her scraping it ruined it for me.
Your leg at night when you're fucking her.
Literally, my dick ran right into my A pipe and just hit out.
Have to fucking remember that the next time I see her tomorrow. I see her every day. Now I know she has giant bunions.
It was like this whole extra foot. It was like, gross. Terrible. Hey, so we got some football tonight, and we have the second oldest quarterback matchup in the history of the NFL by about a year. Anytime Tom Brady, when he was 45, played just about anybody, it was the oldest. But two old bastards, and it's your Pittsburgh Steelers. Where are you going to be when this game is on? Will you be pacing? What's your normal routine when, obviously, you're not in Pittsburgh watching the Steelers?
So, first of all, it seems like I'm in a bad dream because I was just there. And I was at the game Sunday, and then I got trapped there till Tuesday. Thursday. So I feel like it's Sunday, but it's actually Thursday night, and they're playing again. You got to remember the one thing about, and I won't comment on the spread or the total or the money line or anything because I plead the fifth. I have it involved in tonight's plays, the pay picks. But I'll say this. They have been on Thursday nights the most jinxed team ever in the NFL, bar none. Primetime Thursday nights, I believe they're 0-8. They just don't get it done on Thursday nights. On a short week, they've had their problems. But the funny thing is, they've always, listen to this, they have owned the Cincinnati Bengals in Cincinnati like no other team. The same thing that they've done to the Browns in Pittsburgh, 22 straight wins in Pittsburgh.
That's unbelievable.
But they have won 22 times at Cincinnati, more than any other team in the NFL. They've won more games at Cincinnati than anybody. So I don't know what gives. Are they going to win again in Cincinnati, or are they going to pike again on a Thursday night primetime game? They've never won on Thursday night. They just never get it done. It's unbelievable. I think, though, frankly, I just got to be honest. I think they're going to have their hands full with the Bengals for, three reasons. Chase, Higgins, and Flacco. I don't care who they got or who Hendrickson's not playing. I don't give a shit because all I know is when you have Higgins, who I believe is one of the greatest 6'5" bigs that can go up and get it out of the sky and come down with the ball. They would have won the Super Bowl if Taylor would have thrown to him one more time because he had 2 touchdowns in the game and they didn't throw to him on 3rd or 4th down, and that was the game. Higgins is a baller, and we already know what Chase does. So Flacco, did I not cover with Flacco on Sunday with 15 points? That guy knows how to get the ball to those two, and those two can do damage to any team in the league. I know the Bengals suck. Fair enough. What's your feeling about it?
Yeah, so here's what I'm going to throw a couple out. So I'm going to be a little contrarian, and I'm going to throw it out there. It's a game of 2 star receivers, right? You got Chase, and you've got Metcalf. And here's what I do think is going to happen. I think because Hendrickson is out, Scott, I think I like Metcalf going over in the yards. Let me pull that up for you real quick, because we've been monitoring this, and listen, this line is actually
Rodgers being able to find
runs. I mean, he's going to have time.
He's throwing to his tight ends. Washington, the big 300-pounder, guy's a monster, 6'8", 300 pounds, and he can he's utilizing the size of this guy. Throw him the ball, he catches it, then he runs over
Yeah.
people. Freiermuth has taken a step back on this offense. They used to throw to him every time, every game, every week. That's all they did. You'd hear moos and the fans cheering.
Right.
They only throw to him once or twice a game. But the Steelers are legit. The running game, whether, Warren had a great game against the Browns. Washington had a big game. Metcalf had a big game. And their defense is sickening, right where they thought it would be. Their defense is legit. The Steelers' defense is way better than the Bengals.
Yeah, so Metcalf is going to go over. Right now, we're playing around with about 65 yards, Scott, 65 and a half yards. You're going to have to jump to Bet Rivers to find that. A little bit expensive, mine 17, but you can buy that down. It's at other services. But 65 and a half yards, take it to the bank. Metcalf is going over. Scott, I'm going to go a little contrarian here just because of the defense of the Steelers, Scott, and the immobility of Flacco. 73 and a half yards is too many for Chase. For Jamar, it's just too many, Scott. He's not going to cover it. So you've got a star receiver, yes, and a star receiver, no. Take it to the bank.
I'm not going to argue with the prophet. Forbid that.
There we go, baby. There we go. I'm excited for you tonight. Listen, I'm tuning in that game. First off, I'm super happy for you. The Steelers, like after that Seattle game, I had the same willies you did, dude. I was like, is this going to be like a fucked up Steeler year? But they're going to win tonight. They're going to be what, 5-1, Scott? They're on their way, bro, because everybody in that division.
Listen, they're already I said this the other day on F&P Pod. That people that think the Ravens are winning the division at 1-5 are fucking on crack. Here's the deal. I don't care if Lamar comes back. You got to remember they were losing with him, and then they lost without him. And I don't believe the hole they're in has ever been done before, where they in that division
1-5,
1-5, winning the division. So I think the Steelers are winning the division. I do not believe they'll lose 5 in a row to end the season. That's not happening either. With Rodgers and with that defense and with Metcalf and even their special teams. Boswell is he's a serial killer. That's what they call it, the best kicker in the league now. Bottom line is this.
Yeah.
They're going to win the division. Now, here's the deal. They're playing next Sunday, the 26th against the Packers on Sunday Night Football, and Rodgers, he wants revenge on that front office. I'm not going to that game because it's just too close. Every time we go, we're spending $3,000, blah, blah, blah. Stay at hotels,
oh my
drinking,
God,
boozing, partying,
first class
clubs,
plane fit.
flying,
Oh my God,
class,
$3,000 easy.
Uber. I mean, it's just expensive stuff. So I was like, I can't even bring that up to 34C. Hey, listen, I'm going back in 10 days to another one. And I'm gonna, I'll see you later. Have fun. Handle everything here at the house. Yeah. So what I did was I sold those tickets, and I'm going the following Sunday, November 2nd. Believe it or not, they got back-to-back home games. The following Sunday, they're taking on Danny Dimes and the Colts, and I'm going to that game.
I don't blame you. Hey, that's going to be an exciting game. And you know what? Danny Dimes, ex-Giant, I've been having a blast watching him. So I don't blame you on that one at all. Hey, Scott, remind me, because I'm having a senior moment. Did we drop any picks on the Tulsa game tonight? Starting at about an hour and 45.
There, we did drop action
the total.
On the pay picks on the Tulsa East Carolina game. I'll say this. I think that's going to be a wild game.
Yeah. I'm with you. I have a question for you. Did we drop on the total? That's all I was asking.
No, we dropped on the spread.
No, yeah, on the spread. Yeah, no, and that's what I thought. So I didn't want to blow the spread out. Let's talk total for 1 minute, Scott, because frankly, I think East Carolina could put up like a 44 piece on these guys. I mean, they've got an offense, Scott. They could let it rip. I actually like that game in the over. I know it's dangerous. What are we looking at? About 54 points? But I think they can go over in that one, partner. What about you?
The thing with them is they run a high-powered, fast offense where they don't huddle. They just keep snapping the ball and running off plays. And, they're very aggressive. They're very quick in terms of how they just one play after the next. They have their game plan plotted out. They know what they're going to do. They boom it into his ear, and they start throwing the ball. They got 3 great receivers. I like your pick as an over as well. I think it'll be a wild game tonight, no doubt about it. And I got to tell you, Scotty, I think those Tuesday, Wednesday night games blow my cock. We still finished up plus money last night and made people money last night. Yeah. But I hit both of those totals I failed on last night. It's these Tuesday, Wednesday shit hack pussy games they
Yeah,
putting
not
up.
easy.
I can't stand them. I think tonight's game's a better offering.
Right. So, Scott, let me just throw one thing out to you. So, everybody, you've got that pick from us as well. That's the over. Let me tell you a little bit about the why on that real quickly. So, you got about 436 yards of offense every game from East Carolina. Like Scott says also, here's the thing. Possessions matter on the total. And East Carolina is a nightmare. Up to the line, Chuck. Up to the line, Chuck. It's just unbelievable. Yards per play, almost 6. All right. Here's the problem with the defense on the other side. They give up just shy of 400 yards a game and 5.6 yards per play. This is not a good matchup for Tulsa. Not at all.
Well, there you have it. So we'll see what happens tonight in Carolina when they play that game. They're at home. I will say this.
Yeah.
I want to throw this out there. I mean, obviously you may have, if you have other college things you want to talk about, because, Saturday's F&P podcast is so popular with the way we give out all the games in college football and pro football on the Saturday show.
I'd like to do Friday. There's some Friday games, Scott.
Friday games now, and then I'll talk baseball with you because tonight both games are on, and I'm involved. Plead the fifth. I'm involved on both of these games in terms of totals. But you can talk to me about who's going to win the game with a money line who's going to win or run line who's going to win. I got no problem there. But I do have both games.
Have you ever seen pitching? I mean, yeah. Look, because I'm going to go right to college football. But you see, Toronto putting up a 13 piece, but simultaneously, once again, you dig into the playoffs, and the Dodgers are unhittable. And I don't know who's going to.
18. So you hit that for you.
Toronto plus 118 was right, and that was Scott. That was what they had 5 home runs. Let me give you Scott. Nebraska 5-1 against Minnesota. PJ 4-2. Scott, what are your thoughts about that?
I got to tell you, leaning in today, I just think that game is very intriguing in terms of they're both solid. This game's in Minneapolis. They're getting a touchdown at home against Nebraska.
Yeah.
I do think Nebraska is a little bit better than Minnesota, but you're giving them a touchdown at home. I think there's some, movement there for me, for the Gophers, getting a 7-piece at home. I'm not giving people, 7 points in their building ever. When the team's already 4-2, they're a decent team. They're that might be juicy.
They can play. Here's what I would give you, Scotty. I've got about 5 points on the AI models. I'll give you 5 points to push towards the over. 46.5, 47, 46.5. I think the game's going to end up about 51, 52. I like the over in that one. Scott, San Jose State 2-4, and Utah State is 3-3. It's kind of a bleh game, but let me throw it out to you anyway.
A real West Coast game. These are the types of games I love as a better late night West Coast. People are like, oh, these two teams suck. No, they don't. It's going to be a wild game. The number's at 61.5. I like Utah State in Logan at home to get it done against the Spartans in their stadium. Play. I think they'll get it done. The number's 4. You might even be able to, I haven't seen it yet. You might even be able to get it at 3.5, 3. I mean, I don't know.
You can get it at 3.5, but you're going to have to pay through the ass for it. Just take it at 4. Accept the push if you get it, because otherwise you're going to have to pay close to 20, at least 15 more basis points to get that hook. Don't do it. Just bet the 4. But here's what I would tell you in that game, Scott. I actually think they're going to win by 7, so don't worry about it.
All right, fair enough. Just, obviously, there's the big game is Louisville and Miami at Hardcock in South FLA with all of that gorgeous snatch. That number is scary as fuck, 13.5. I do believe the Canes are on a different level than Louisville, though. I'm not buying Louisville at 4-1 against my Canes. I think Miami, I told you this the other day on the F&P, that I want to see Indiana play Miami for the national championship. The problem I have is Ohio State's going to be in the way.
Yeah, that is a problem. So here's where I am on that game. I don't really want to touch that game. And even the total is freaking me out, Scott, because at 50 points, here's my worry. I'm not worried about Miami. Yeah, I do. Listen, AI says it's going over. Here's my worry is that Louisville just gets stomped and scores 10 points, and that could be a problem.
Yeah, I don't. So look, Miami's defense is NFL ready. I mean, these are
that's what I'm worried about, Scott.
Players. at a high
Yeah.
speed, shutting teams the fuck down. But
Fuck
listen,
that.
to me, if you're 4-1, you got to be some level of legit. So I think they put up at least 17 to 20 points, and I think Miami will score 35 or 40.
Got it. All right. I think we got one more game on the roster tonight, Scott. It's North Carolina against California.
That's
9.5-point spread. Yeah, tomorrow. Sorry, for Friday's game. 9.5-point spread, Scott.
Yeah.
California, North Carolina. NC's
getting that Bill Belichick's team blows.
There you go. So that's my thing. Like right now, we know they've lost 3 games by about 25 points. I think already his girlfriend she's strapping on, and Big Bill is doing the tuck and push. So I actually think right now, we know they're capable of getting completely blown out. Can California do that? What's your opinion?
I do think so. And the thing is, last night I fucked around with that 47.5 number, and I got fucked. So I'm not interested in an under in that game. I'm interested in that game. So my problem is I don't believe in North Carolina at all. That's why that number's so low. I don't think they score more than, 16 points, 20 tops. So that's why I think it's going to be scary, the under in that game. I could be wrong. Cal is going to win that game in Berkeley. They're going to get it done at home. They have to, right? Am I crazy?
No, you're not crazy, and I think they're going to double digit them. And here's why, too. There comes a point when there is enough publicity around a team that's a disaster. And Scott, here, you have 18, 19, and 20-year-old young men, although in college, obviously, you've got some who are 27 with gray hair on their cock. But I'll tell you this. There is such a depression in that locker room. I think everybody thought they were buying into something special, and the reality is every single thing that they thought was going to come to pass has not. It's been a disaster. I think they'll get crushed again.
Fair enough.
There you go. Let's go to baseball, babe. We got a couple minutes left.
Do you think he's out after 1 year in Chapel Hill?
Yes, not even a question. Not even a question. He will find some bullshit excuse, or they'll come up with a health problem. He's out.
They'll come up with a. Maybe he'll have toe jam.
He's out.
Me.
Yeah. Oh my God. He probably.
So what?
He'll probably end up with a bunion.
What do you think of the baseball games tonight? And there's same thing tomorrow. There's 2 games both nights.
Right. Listen. Let me give you. I'll give you a little bit. I put my sheets together on that. First off, I think that Dodger. It's such a tight run there.
Is what it is.
Listen, no question. And obviously, win tonight, it's over. All right. But what we're looking at, can they win that game by a run and a half? Because who the fuck is going to bet Milwaukee on this one? I know they're home, but I don't know, Scott. Right now, it looks to me like get the brooms out, bro.
Well, I got to be honest. Glasnow at Dodger Stadium. Look, I bet on Toronto last night because of their bats, and I hit it at plus
Great pick.
The Brewers have been a great team. The problem is they're playing the Dodgers and Glasnow at Dodger Stadium. I think you're right. I could live with a run line by 2 runs. And then if they win tonight, I truly believe Ohtani will finish them off tomorrow night, and they'll get swept. And then the Dodgers are going to beat whoever it is, Seattle or Toronto. Either one of them are going down. The Dodgers are going to repeat.
Scott,
that's how I feel about it. I said that to a guy today.
Listen to me. They're weaponized. They're weaponized from the mound. I haven't seen a run. You've got 4 pitchers who can legitimately come out and just shut you down. And can you believe it's been 8 years besides, Yamamoto, that we have had a complete game, Scott, in the playoffs? Do you know that?
I got to be honest. I thought Snell looked better. And now you're going to have Ohtani. I will say this about Ohtani. He's really struggling at the plate. He's not doing anything. But how about this? He affects games when they walk him. They score runs, the winning run.
A great base runner.
They're afraid of him, even though he hasn't had a hit the whole series. I'm telling you, someone said it to me today, a guy that works at MLB Network over in wherever it is, Secaucus. He said to me, and I've done shows there. I've done over the years, I've been on the shows there. And I've gone there to the MLB Network. It's a cool place. That's where they do NHL Network as well. Guy said to me today, he's worked there for 20 years. He said, They literally looked like a team that they just all year long didn't give a fuck, and they said, all right, we're going to flip the switch now, go win the World Series. And ever since the playoffs have started, all they do is win. They're kicking everyone's ass every night like they didn't even try the whole season. They're like, fuck it. Remember, they said they were going to win 110 games. The total, I remember when I was doing my show, the total was $110 to win that many games. And I was like, no way are they winning 110 games, because they don't give a fuck. They won it. They won rings. They all got paid, and now they're back. And what they did was they said you can't do it AC/DC style, flicking a switch. All you did was flick it on, and here they are in the postseason, kicking everybody's ass and taking names. I hate to say it because I can't stand them. I think they're going to repeat.
Scott, they are. I haven't seen a lineup. Listen, money talks in baseball. Money talks. We've watched Steinbrenner in years past just say, I'm throwing more money at the problem. The Dodgers have spent money, but I got to tell you, they spent it well. It's unbelievable. They have a murderer's row on the pitching
is
mound.
Everything. And then they have legitimate, bats.
Look at their lineup.
These guys come through: Freeman, Teoscar, even Edmonds. I mean, they have all these guys. Muncy, they have every guy. Betts. How many rings is Mookie Betts going to end up winning? I mean, this guy, Mookie Betts, is going to Cooperstown.
There's not even a question. If you want to start picking out Cooperstown, how many guys on that team right now are going to Cooperstown? Because it's
talk about the other series. Like last night, we hit the bet, as we've said multiple times.
Yeah.
But the thing that impressed me was all those home runs. And Vladdy's hot. I don't know why they pitched Vladdy. And all I know is, do you think they can go back-to-back in Seattle? That place was lit on its ear. Rodriguez hits the 2-run homer. It's 2-0. And then the least likely guy in the world, Jimenez, used to be on Cleveland. Jimenez jacks a 2-run shot to tie it. Then they added a wild pitch run, then a double in the gap, scores 2 more. It was 5-2. They never looked back, and they put up 13 runs. Do you think they can do it again tonight in Seattle and even up that series? Or is that team too tough to lose 2 in a row at home?
They can do it. They can win. How often do you? Yeah, no, they can win. How often do you see 4 away teams win 4 games in a row? I think it could happen tonight.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
what
all I
about
have
you?
to say. And by the way, I have been enjoying it. I have been enjoying I always love October playoff baseball. I think it's fantastic. I think the regular season.
The only thing I actually love about baseball, Scott, because I have trouble, like in the dog days of August, it's rough. It's rough.
I gotta tell you, I equate it to. So I told you I went to the Penguin game, and when it got to 4-1, I was like, let's get the fuck out of here. This sucks. So here's the deal. During the regular season of the NHL and NBA, and I love basketball more than anyone. I play more than anyone. I love it. I love watching college and pro.
Sure.
I really do. But I have to tell you, there is nothing more meaningless in sports than the regular seasons of all these leagues, except the NFL. I think hockey in the regular season is boring as fuck. If you go to a game, I'm sitting there in the second period, I'm like, oh my God, I'm uncomfortable. Can we get the fuck out of here? Here's the deal. There's nothing like the Stanley Cup playoffs, the NBA playoffs, the baseball playoffs. The only regular season that matters in sports is college football and NFL football, because college basketball blows cock too until conference championship week, and that even is average compared to March Madness.
Right. It's all March Madness, which is, to me, maybe the greatest tournament in the history of man. Maybe besides when the Greeks back in the day, Sparta, when they would kill each other like naked in the ring. That was great too. But I got
Gladiator with Russell Crowe. I like that movie. I like watching people in the Roman Empire kill people and to the death and cut their heads off. I love that shit.
Right, that little stabbing knife right into your eye. That shit, that's fun. Hey, we've got it. We've got to go.
Hey, listen. Did you want me to show you my purple toe?
Not now. Not offline. Not ever.
Hey, Saturday. Everyone knows it's the most popular show, even though all the others are great as well. But Saturdays we give you tons of free plays. and Sunday plays, props for Sunday Pain Day NFL. You get it all on the Saturday show. We're on every outlet known to man, and we're on the #1 podcast network in the world, the SiriusXM app. I said today on Twitter, whatever you call it, X, I said, listen, when you're not listening to Maximum Metallica, watch and listen to the F&P podcast because it's badass. Search Ferrall on SiriusXM app and you'll find us. Everywhere else, like on YouTube, you can watch us. On all these others, you can watch us. We're on everywhere. It's badass. And listen, if you haven't signed up for Picks packages on profitable.tv, then shame on you for 6 weeks. Across your face. Because our profit plays, our max profit plays, and our elite play packages are the stuff of legend. Everybody's making money. Everybody loves it. Everybody knows it. Last night, got a couple of totals wrong. Still hit both max plays. Still hit the elite play. We're the best at elite plays in the business. People talk big about all their great pay. All we do is fucking make people money. So watch the podcast on Saturday. Don't forget. Get the show. Tell your friends about the show. Download the show. Be a badass. Go with us. Roll with us, baby. And be careful of Toe Jam.
I'm with you. Hey, I'm going to legally change my name to Paul Bunyan. Love you.
I almost spit out my drink.